So if you're going to set up your FS230 or your FST020 for a pulse output, you're going to want to navigate over to Setup, down to Inputs and Outputs, navigate to the channel that you're going to use, down to Pulse Output, and you may get confused because you see an amount per pulse and a pulses per amount. Amount per pulse is what some manufacturers refer to as an inverted K factor. It's exactly equivalent to the reciprocal, which happens to be 40 in this case, for pulses per amount. So if the customer is giving you a K factor, it's going to be pulses per amount, and if they happen to give you 40, that's fine, but you could equally enter it in as 0.025, as long as you make your pulses per amount 1. Either way, it's going to give you 5,000 hertz at a certain flow rate. So again, 0.025 and 1 will give you 5,000, but so will 1 and 40 give you 5,000 hertz at this flow rate. So 0.025 for amount per pulse with pulses per amount of 1, it's going to give you 5,000 hertz for the flow rate in the example. Or set this to 40, and set this one to 1, this will also give you 5,000 hertz at 450,000 for this example. And they're interchangeable. However, if you make the pulses per amount 40 and you make your amount per pulses something other than 1, like 2 for instance, it divides, so your frequency now goes down to 2,500 hertz or 1666 and change, or 1250. So just bear that in mind. They work together. So I'll include a link to this little calculator that I made. It's also helpful in determining what frequency you will have at what flow rate. So if I just make up a flow rate here, it'll show you exactly what the frequency you're going to get at this flow rate based on the combination of these two numbers. And for simplicity's sake, I like to, if I'm going to use this one, I like to keep this one at 1. if I'm going to use this one, I like to keep this one at 1 and work accordingly. That's it.